everyone. I am Sarah Michel, and this is another weekly challenge to God, my weekly session of blasphemy, where I challenge the so called Almighty to provide any evidence that He, in fact, exists. And today I am talking about theists and the belief in God. If the belief in God itself it's makes someone stupid, is enough for us to call someone stupid. Well, I don't think it is. One of the things that people often argue is that Dawkins, for example, is someone who argues that in the past it was warranted for people to believe in God because we didn't have better explanations for reality. But in the 20th century, with scientific development, we now have better models of reality that explain things without the need of God. Now, what I think Dawkins, for example, is addressing there is that it's not really the belief in God, but to believe in things like young Earth creationists believe, that the Earth is 6,000 years old, that evolution didn't happen, that it was all decided on at whim by deities. These beliefs are unwarranted because they don't match the evidence that we have, the scientific evidence that we have. It's simply because the scientific models provide better interpretations of phenomena that we observe. So the argument, it's more about religion actually than theism, is that believing in such unscientific and unproven claims about how things are the way they are unwarranted, are unreasonable and irrational. But it doesn't say anything about the belief in God itself. It's about certain other beliefs that theists have, but not the belief in God. The belief in God is something that it is a matter of epistemology, but it's also a matter of a worldview. It's us atheists, most of us, I would say, at least, have a very mechanicist interpretation of reality. We don't believe there is a need for an external agent to cause things to be the way they are. They simply occur naturally or by natural processes that are random, you might say. And they simply arrange mechanically. There is no intent behind it. It's simply the way things develop. The theist believes that it was a God that capriciously decided to set things the way they are. Now, the thing is, neither claim can actually be proven. Both are valuable or invaluable claims. You cannot prove that there was that it was decided at whim by a God if you at the same time claim that such God is immaterial, eternal, and etc. And all the things that theists usually claim that God is. However, my issue with the theist claims is that God is capable of manipulating matter. If God is capable of interacting with the world, there should be some sort of physical evidence of God, and we haven't found it. But in that sense, according to my epistemology, I can say that absence of evidence is evidence of absence. However, that is my epistemology. The theists will have a different one. And usually when they are talking about God, they are not using the same idea of evidence. They are talking about a philosophical or in a rational sense, not so much in a scientific sense. So, of course, they, in that sense, they are not being unreasonable in their belief. They might present many rational justifications for it, which is not something that we can simply dismiss because it doesn't match our idea and criteria. What we can sufficiently say is that scientifically speaking, there is absolutely no evidence for God. That is the point. And in that sense, it is perfectly. I think we can say that God doesn't exist, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But the fact that people still believe in God doesn't mean that they are being unreasonable, or that they are being stupid, or as some people like to say. And belief in God, of course, it's not something. The lack of belief in God is not something that will make you intelligent by default. That is also another silly belief that unfortunately some atheists seem to have. And so, answering the question, of course, if theists are stupid, the answer is, of course, no. Being theist doesn't make anyone stupid. I think still believing in things like young Earth creationism, flat Earth makes you an ignorant, but certainly doesn't make you suddenly the belief in God. I mean, doesn't make you stupid. So of course, those things are important. I think for some atheists to have in mind, not to just call people stupid because of what they believe. So I think that's a bit arrogant. Doesn't help in any way, and it's not true. It's simply not. It's simply wrong. So anyway, well, I'm ending the stream now. It's been a short stream. Been quite busy. I'm making a video now about the whole Steven Crowder situation. Another video on free speech. Hopefully, I'll put it out during this weekend. Having my take on that one. And well, ending the stream. No sign of God again. It's another experiment conducted that we can conclude that there is no God. I've been Sarah Michel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.